how do you get your mom's energy out of your space? You're independent, you're grown up, and yet your mom always seems to be right here. And you need space. Maybe you've tried using your words and your actions take yourself further away, and it doesn't work. Your mom is still right here. Well, if you've done those things, then it's time to look at the energy, because the energy comes before the words and the actions. And that's one of my specialties, is to talk about energy and how to shift it. My name is Kristen Peairs. I help people get unstuck from situations in their bodies and in life. And why? So you can get back into inspired flow, because the world is a better place when we're all in flow. So here we are, strong, independent, hands on hips, and there's our mother, honey. Number one, it's important to own your own space. Before you can get anybody else's energy out of your space, you need to know what your space looks like, feels like. So making the invisible visible, here's our space right here, okay? Imagine the space around you is something like an egg. We call it the aura, but you could just think of it as your energy boundaries. You are standing on this little circle here. That's the earth. It fits on the paper better this way. So you're standing on the earth, and it's important to ground into the earth. The ground is not going anywhere fast. So from your pelvis to the center of the earth, I have a process for this called green light grounding, where you invite the earth to send you a beautiful green grounding cord to connect to your pelvis. And there is a special process for women and a special process for men based on our biological pieces and parts, we'll call it that. All right, so ground, recognize the space around you, and then we begin recognizing neutral inputs into our energy field. And neutral inputs don't come from people. So the earth gives us beautiful green relaxation energy. Here, we'll draw that up. And the cosmos, it's going to be green today, gives us inspiration energy, and it swirls around and helps keep us fueled. So that's owning your own energy. Now that you have your own energy owned, we can take a look at the dynamic between mothers and children. And even if your mom didn't give birth to you, there's still going to be an energy dynamic there of wanting to wrap you and feed you and nurture you. And that comes from, that partly comes from women's hormones. But if your mom gave birth to you, it was the umbilical cord. And that fed you from her to you. And that still often exists in our adult lives, then we don't know that it's there. And so of course it causes problems, right? The things we don't know about are often the things that cause us problems. So that cord from her to you, if it's still intact, that's something that you can cut. So after you have owned your own space, and with love, you can go chop chop and begin inhaling your own energy, exhaling, that says other, but exhaling the mother energy back to her. And this isn't a one and done technique. Every piece and part of you is infused with pieces and parts of your mom. So there is a lot of layering. However, you just keep coming back to the process. Grounding, owning your space, cutting the cord with love, inhaling self, exhaling mother. And things do begin to change. Then your words, then your actions can make a bigger difference. And for those of you who are saying, but I definitely still want to be connected with my mom. Yes, of course. Yes, of course. So what's a healthy way to be connected with a mother? Or really with anybody else you love, okay? It's heart. And it's think of it as, there we go, an infinity loop. Look at that. Just drawing it, I'm like, oh, that feels so good. And I think of my own mom, I'm like, yes. So there. That's a healthy connection. We release the one, the umbilical connection as much as we can, and we come back to, I am grounded. This is my own space. I'm okay. She's okay. And then we go on and live life. All right? And then we go on and live life. Thank you for joining me today. There's, of course, more to this. Please ask questions in the comments. Let me know how this is working for you, and I'll talk with you again soon.